Do you ever lie awake at night, your mind racing, replaying conversations from the day, or worrying about what tomorrow might bring? You toss and turn, caught in a loop of what ifs and should haves, feeling completely powerless. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. This is a struggle as old as humanity itself. The great Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, one of the most powerful men in the world, faced the exact same battle. But he and other Stoic philosophers discovered a powerful way out of this mental prison. And today I'm going to share their ancient wisdom with you so you can reclaim your peace of mind. Imagine being Marcus Aurelius. You're leading the vast Roman Empire, constantly dealing with political intrigue, plagues, and wars on the frontier. The weight of millions of lives rests on your shoulders. The pressure is immense. The future uncertain. It would be so easy to be paralyzed by anxiety, to spend every waking moment worrying about betrayals, military defeats, or natural disasters. Yet, in his personal journal, which we now know as Meditations, he wasn't spiraling. Instead, he was coaching himself, reminding himself of a fundamental truth. Focus only on what is within your power. He couldn't control the outcome of a battle, but he could control his strategy, his training of the troops, and his own courage on the field. He couldn't stop a plague, but he could organize relief efforts and maintain public order. This shift in focus from the uncontrollable to the controllable was his secret weapon against the chaos of his world, and it can be yours too. This core idea is what the Stoics called the Dichotomy of Control. It's a beautifully simple, yet life-changing mental model. Epictetus, a former slave who became one of the most respected Stoic teachers, put it this way: some things are within our control, and some things are not. It sounds obvious, right? But how often do we actually live by it? We waste so much mental and emotional energy agonizing over things firmly outside our control. What other people think of us, the traffic, the weather, the stock market, or past mistakes. The Stoics argue that our suffering doesn't come from these events themselves, but from our desire to control them when we simply can't. Think about it like this. You are the captain of a ship. You can control the rudder, the sails, and your crew. You can chart your course and navigate with skill. That is your domain. But you cannot control the wind, the waves, or the storm that suddenly appears on the horizon. A foolish captain would rage at the storm, cursing the sky and wishing the wind would change. They'd be so distracted by their anger and fear that they might forget to steer the ship. A Stoic captain, however, accepts the storm as a reality. They don't waste a second wishing it wasn't there. Instead, they pour all their energy into what they can do, adjusting the sails, steering the ship through the waves, and keeping their crew calm and focused. The goal isn't to control the storm, but to navigate it with virtue and skill. This is the essence of the dichotomy of control. Your peace of mind is found not in changing the world, but in mastering your response to it. So, how do we put this into practice? How do we train our minds to stop spiraling when anxiety hits? I want to share a simple but incredibly effective journaling exercise you can do anytime you feel overwhelmed. Grab a notebook or open a notes app and draw a line down the middle of the page. On one side, write down everything that is worrying you right now. Just get it all out. Maybe it's a looming deadline at work, a difficult conversation you need to have, your health, or your finances. Don't filter, just list them. Now, for each item on your list, ask yourself one simple question. Is this completely within my control? Be honest. For example, my boss's mood not in your control. The presentation I have to give, well, the quality of your work and your preparation are in your control, but your boss's reaction to it is not. So, for each worry, you'll identify the parts you can influence and the parts you can't. On the other side of the page, for every part you can control, write down one small, concrete action you can take. If you're worried about the presentation, your action step might be spend 30 minutes tonight refining the slides. If you're worried about a health issue, the action could be schedule a doctor's appointment. This moves you from a state of passive worrying to active problem solving. And what about all the things you can't control? This is where the magic happens. Next to each of those items, you are going to consciously, deliberately practice the art of release. You say to yourself, this is outside my control. It is like the wind and the waves. Worrying about it will not change it. It will only steal my peace and energy. This isn't about apathy. It's about strategic indifference. You are conserving your precious resources, your time, attention, and emotional energy for the things you can actually change. By externalizing your worries onto paper and sorting them into these two columns, you take the power away from the swirling chaos in your head and restore your sense of agency. You become the captain, focused on the rudder, not the storm. Now, let's pair this mental exercise with a physical one. When anxiety strikes, it doesn't just live in our heads, it lives in our bodies. Our heart rate increases, our breathing becomes shallow, our muscles tense up. We can use our breath as an anchor to bring us back to the present moment and reinforce our Stoic mindset. Let's try a simple breathing technique right now. Find a comfortable position, sitting or lying down. Gently close your eyes if you feel comfortable. I want you to take a slow, deep breath in through your nose for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel your belly expand. Hold that breath for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just do that again. Inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a long, slow exhale for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As you continue breathing like this, let's add a layer of Stoic reflection. On your inhale, silently say to yourself, I accept the things I cannot change. Feel that acceptance fill you up. On your exhale, silently say, I focus my energy on what I can. Feel the tension and worry leaving your body with the breath. Inhale, I accept the things I cannot change. Exhale, I focus my energy on what I can. Continue this for a few more rounds. This simple practice connects your mind and body, calming your nervous system while reinforcing the core principle of Stoicism. It's a first aid kit for an anxious mind that you can use anywhere, anytime. You are training your body to know, on a deep physiological level, that you are safe, and that you are in control of your inner world no matter what is happening outside. Remember, this isn't a one-time fix. It's a practice, a form of mental training, just like going to the gym. The more you practice the dichotomy of control, the more you use journaling to clarify your thoughts, and the more you use your breath to ground yourself, the stronger your stoic muscle will become. You'll start to notice the gap between an event happening and your reaction to it. In that gap, you'll find your freedom. You'll begin to catch yourself before you spiral, and you'll be able to consciously choose a wiser, more peaceful response. You'll stop being a victim of your circumstances and start becoming the architect of your inner peace. The Stoics knew that life is unpredictable and often difficult. They didn't offer a way to escape hardship, but a way to build an unshakable inner fortress that could withstand any storm. By distinguishing what you can and cannot control, you stop fighting unwinnable battles and start focusing your strength where it truly matters, on your own thoughts, your own actions, and your own character. As Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself all those centuries ago, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That strength is already within you. You just need to learn how to access it. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope these ancient tools can bring you a measure of the peace they've brought me. If you found this helpful, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more practical wisdom for modern life. I'd love to hear in the comments which part of this resonated with you the most. Take care and be well.